Realtor, Shannon with the C, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about some of my top tips for my first-time home buyers. So let's get into it. Make a list of your needs versus your wants. Do I need multiple bedrooms because I have multiple children? Do I need a large backyard? Versus do I want marble countertops or do I want hardwood floors? These are things to consider when you are house hunting with your real estate agent, and also be willing to compromise on the things that you want in order to get the things that you need. Sometimes when we actually go through the list and see our needs versus our wants, we find that a lot of our wants as first-time home buyers are kind of out of our price range. So therefore, if we shift our focus onto the things that we absolutely need, then it helps us stay within a budget that is going to be more comfortable, and perhaps we can add the things that we want down the line and actually add value and equity to the home that we purchase. So these are some things to consider when you're purchasing your first home. Like, do I need an attached garage because I live in an area that's cold and I don't want to have to go from the cold to the house carrying groceries, or do I simply need 2 bathrooms because there's quite a few people in the home and there's always someone in the bathroom, versus I want the newest and latest color palette already on the walls, or I want to have a certain style of a home. Really consider your needs versus your wants. And that also includes location. If you need to be in a certain location for a certain school district, you have to really be willing to compromise on what you want inside of the house in order to get that location. So separate those needs versus those wants is really going to help you narrow down your house hunting as a first-time home buyer. Another tip I have for first-time home buyers is to have an emergency fund. Don't take all of the money that you saved up and use it as your down payment and leave you without having the extra funds just in case life happens. No one wants to have an emergency, a medical emergency or an auto emergency, but these are things that as a first-time home buyer, you need to be aware that may still happen even after you purchase your first home. So therefore, make sure you have $5,000 to $6,000 left over so that just in case anything pops up that's going to take thousands of dollars to correct, you have it and you're not stuck with a brand new house in an emergency. God forbid, what if you were to lose your job for whatever reason that may be? You're going to want to be able to cover the mortgage for a couple of months while you find a new job and get yourself settled in that new position. So just be aware that, hey, although I've saved up all of this money for a down payment, and it may feel good to put that much money down on a home so that you have less of a monthly payment, emergencies can happen and you want to always be prepared for life. So have an emergency fund saved up whenever you're purchasing a home, whether it's your first time or second time. But as first-time home buyers, just be aware that there may be an emergency that comes along and you're going to want to have those funds available to do so. Another tip I have for buyers is to know your budget. A bank may tell you, hey, you can afford a $2,400 monthly payment, but what can you really afford? What are the things that you like to do other than being a homeowner? Do you like to eat out a lot? Do you like to take vacations? Do you like to shop? You have to think about all of those things when it comes to purchasing a home. Really think about your lifestyle. Do I really just want to be house poor if I go to the max amount of my budget? Versus do I want to have wiggle room to enjoy life outside of my home? So sit down, write out all of your bills that you have, including your projected monthly payment for your mortgage, and really see how much room you have in your budget. You may want to go a little less when it comes to purchasing your home, just so that you have enough room to be able to enjoy life outside of your home. So know your budget and stick with your budget, and don't allow your realtor to push you over your budget. If you feel uncomfortable about a certain price of a home, let your realtor know and let them know that you really want to stick within a certain budget. And a good realtor is going to respect that and work with you within that budget. And as far as your lenders, again, they're going to calculate how much you can make versus off of their own calculations. And they're going to go based off of your gross amount. So consider that. How much do I really take home? How much do I really spend on all of my bills outside of my mortgage? And how much do I spend on enjoying life? Because that is going to tell you the actual amount that you have available for a monthly mortgage. I'm Realtor Shannon with the C, and these are some of my top tips for my first-time home buyers. Come on back to my channel where we'll discuss more topics when it comes to being a first-time home buyer. And we'll also discuss topics on when it comes to being a first-time home seller. Until next time, take care.
Say what you wanna say to me